Hello, hello, hello. This is Adrienne Obey, Capricorntigress of Astrology. A Look Inside, coming to you with the Astrological reading horoscope for the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio for the month of June 2019. So, Scorpio, the big thing going on with you for the month of June. Well, there's the new moon that's going to be happening in your eighth house. That's the eighth house of sex. I always like to call the eighth house of sex to me. I don't care what anyone said. It could be the eighth house of sex. It could be money. The eighth house really is a indication of other people's money. It could be other people giving you money. It could be your partner's money. It could be talking with your partner about money. I mean, Sun is, and Mercury are there, and the new moon is there on the third. So it has something to do with that. It might be emphasis there. And, the funny thing is, since it's the new moon, that means the emphasis is going to be hanging out there for 2 weeks. So you'll get that vibe. Like it might be a time that you might want to look at things like insurance, stuff like that. Or it might be, tax. I don't know if anyone's getting their taxes back late. It could be something like that, those kind of issues. That's what the eighth house stands for. Sex, death, taxes, pretty much. And, psychology. So it could, we're talking Mercury and the sun. And also that new moon is in Gemini. There could be communication and talking about, it could be just deep hidden things within yourself. It could be just discussions about sex. Lots and lots of sex. Back to sex again. Hey, enjoy. Okay, now the thing is, on the 23rd, the sun is going to go into Cancer. That'll be the ninth house. And Mars is up there anyway, and so is the North Node. So there's a little bit of emphasis in the God house. You'll feel that after the 23rd. And speaking about after the 20th, as of the 20th, well, there's going to be a retrograde of Neptune in the sign of Pisces. And that's happening in your, the fifth house for Scorpio. Now, this can play out several ways. Okay. So one, it could be that over the course of, say, I don't know, the last year or so, you've had confusion or there's been questions about, say, romance, or even it could be children. Having your children, your living children or having children. It could be something like that. It could just be dating and romance. It could be someone you're in a romantic relationship with. It could be just, there's been some confusion or delay or just maybe even deception when it comes to taking chances and gambling in some way. So what happens is Neptune is going to go retrograde. And I think when it does, it's happening in your fifth house. You might wake up one day and you'll just suddenly have like clarity. Like you might wake up one day, like was it Neptune goes retrograde on the 20th? You might wake up on the 21st and look at your romantic partner like, what the heck was I thinking? Like, no. Like, Neptune retrograde does that. I'm going to tell you, my husband left me on a Neptune retrograde. So, don't discount Neptune retrogrades. People get these eye-opening experiences. I mean, who knows, right? Just be aware of that because that's going to be in your fifth house of romance. And it could be something with your children. There could be something that your kids have been hiding and you might find out after the 20th. Just be aware of that. Also, Chiron's still hanging out in the sixth house of work. What kind of pain y'all have at work? Scorpios have been dealing a lot with work. I mean, I don't know what has been happening with you Scorpios with work, but there's been a little bit of pain when it comes to work, Scorpios. Oh, what have y'all been going through? Here's what I like to say. You know, uh, if there's pain going on at work, and this could be pain in certain ways. Let's just say, because Chiron is the wounded healer. It's like the wound that doesn't heal, or is the wound that needs to be healed. And right now, Chiron's there. It's shining a light on a wound that has to do with either your health or it has to do with your work. Now, I'm going to leave it up to y'all to decide where this is probably taking place. If it's your health, you may have become aware that there's something going on in that area that needs to be taken care of. And so I would make sure that I did take care of that. I would see, the proper like doctor or specialist or whatever, and make sure everything is a-okay with that. If it has to do more with the work that you do, it might be that there's someone at your work that might be creating some issues. And I'm going to go into why I think that could be it. But if there is something or someone at work that you can heal, by all means, do everything in your power to heal whatever's going on. This is a great time to heal work issues. Okay, just wanted to give you that. You might even be in a helping, healing profession, like working in a way where you're helping others a lot, helping to heal others that have their own internal wounds that they have to, heal. And you might be working in a way that is helping people with that. So that's interesting. Also, I have to mention that Uranus and Venus are in the 7th house. That's in the sign of Taurus, and Uranus is going to be in Taurus for quite some time. So I don't know if I've said this to you in your last readings, but I'm going to say it to you right now. Scorpios, your relationships ain't going to be right for a minute. I mean, I'm not saying they're going to be, I don't know what's going on there. I just know there's going to be variety, and it's not going to be smooth. It'll be up and down. It might be unique. It could be you meet a unique partner. And that's how it all plays out. I mean, it's Taurus and it's Uranus, and we've got Venus. I mean, Venus is there, so it's pleasant. I mean, as far as Venus is concerned, but with Uranus, I mean, Uranus is sudden and you can't explain it. It's inexplicable action. They lighten the Uranus to lightning, like thunder and lightning, like a lightning bolt. So, or electrical. That's what Uranus stands for. I mean, it's that kind of like lightning bolt, electric shock. Shock is another good word for Uranus. And I'm thinking if there's a situation, because it's the partner, so it could be a shocking situation with your partner, or you could end up meeting a shocking partner that others find shocking that you're with that particular partner. So that is something as well. Let's see. Did I talk about the full moon yet? Probably not. I think I'm saving it to last. I do want to say something about the Saturn Pluto retrograde. Saturn Pluto are retrograde by now. I think you guys must know this, but you probably are feeling that in the area of communication. And this could be taking effect in a couple of different ways. I'm thinking about, you got Saturn and Pluto down in the 3rd house. I want you guys to be really cautious and get checkups on your cars and vehicles and your bikes and all means of like local travel, so that you don't have to worry about that, because it's always best to be safe than sorry. Saturn retrograde in the 3rd house of communication and local travel. Okay, short distance travel. Also neighbors, be aware that there might be some issues with your neighbors. And if there is, I would just say, look, this is something that there might be a retrograde where you hopefully you'll be able to fix that between now and say mid-September, when Saturn goes direct, or early October when Pluto goes direct, one or the other. It could be like extended family, like brothers, sisters, cousins, nephews, nieces, aunts, uncles, that kind of thing. And it could just be communication. It could just be like reading and writing. You might feel that you might have felt that you felt a little stymied in your reading and writing and communicating the way you wanted to. But with this retrograde, I would use this time between now and mid-September to get in touch if you can with whatever that is. It's serious communication, and it's deep, serious communication. I could see that being an issue or something that might be illuminated in the month of June, because here you got Pluto, which is the natural ruler of the eighth house, and we got that new moon in the eighth house, and Sun and Mercury, which is the natural ruler of the third house. We got a mutual interception going on here. So I'm just wondering how this is all going to play out for Scorpio with the communication and deep communication, because Pluto gets under the surface. Pluto gets under the surface. There's a couple of areas where deep conversation might come into play in your life during the month of June. Okay. Now, what I was saving for last. Okay. Well, there is going to be a full moon on the 17th in the second house of money. I wish I had like a party horn. I'll just dance. You got a full moon in the second house of money. Okay. So Jupiter is retrograde. So I'm looking at it this way. Some of y'all might have been having some issues with the money. Maybe recently you might feel like, wait, my money ain't doing right. Where do I get my money right? So that might be happening. But Jupiter retrograde is a time for you to figure out how to get the money right. Like, you can see where you had an error of your ways. I mean, you might have just been partying too hard. Let's be honest. Jupiter's been in the second house. Things have probably been pretty good for you financially. You're not used to the hardships of not having what you want when you want it. So this might be an eye-opener. It might be a time for you. Oh, eighth house. Like I said earlier, it might be a time where you're looking at things like insurances, wills, trusts, deeds. I mean, serious documents, right? All of that stuff. This would be a month to look at that. And also your money, a good serious look at your money between now and maybe like mid-July. I would do that. And get a good grip on your money. I mean, yeah, you got Jupiter in the second house, but Jupiter ain't always going to be in the second house. Child, you better prepare for when Jupiter leaves the second house. I hope you've been stashing away all this good luck money, because this is what I call good luck money. And when Jupiter leaves the second house, you're not going to have anything major sitting in either one of the money houses. You're not going to know how to deal with that. You're used to you've had Saturn in the money house, you've had Pluto in the money house, and you've had Jupiter in the money house. You haven't had nothing in the money house for many a year, and it is going to be a weird experience for you. So I want you guys to start stashing away your money with Chiron sitting up there in the sixth house like that. Stash your damn money. All right, now that's my message. I just realized that's my message. I could preach all night, but that is my message, y'all. Stash your money. Yep, that's what it comes down to in the end. Money stashing. Make sure you do that, baby. Okay, y'all. This has been Adrienne Obey, Capricorntigress of Astrology, a look inside. And if you have not, please subscribe to our channel, like, share the videos, tell everyone about me and my many wig changes. And be sure to like us on Facebook at facebook.com/astrology, a look inside. And don't forget to go and like and, subscribe on our page or our blog, website. It's astrologyalookinside.com. And then I do free readings at the group. I do free readings every Wednesday and Saturday night, but you do have to join a group, and you can do that at facebook.com/group/astrology, a look inside. All right, you guys. Well, this has been Adrienne. It's been my pleasure. Much love and light to everyone. Have a great night. Bye now.